I am from Brazil. I was born there in Brazil, studied art therapy in Brazil, and studied logotherapy in the United States. And nowadays, I'm working in Finland teaching LogoArt. That is a mixture of art therapy and logotherapy. I have this handout here. It's over some table there. There are two different ones. And, he went away. Yeah. I've been working with this, with all kinds of different patients, with handicapped, from addicted, and any kind of patients. It's something that really go to the will part of the people. Here I'm going to show now one video that is painting in 7 different steps. Because these 7 steps, you can see there's all different lectures here have been talking about 7 steps, and 7 steps are one way of, you can put it, thank you. I'm not just, it's just without sound, the tape, you can look to there and then I will talk. Can everybody see that? Yeah, here we have just some, it's an aquarelle. They use the way I paint. These are some examples of paintings of patients, just different kinds. Because we can see we live in a world with form and cause. And with these two opposite parts, we work all the time. And this idea of this painting in 7 steps here is to present something from chaos to order. We start that everything we want to change in life, we must start from the big and then to the small. If I'm going to buy the house, I'm not going to buy the curtain first. I must buy first, decide it if it's in Finland, Brazil, or where around the world. And then from the big to the small. Then this is the project. We use, this is a wet and wet technique that I'm showing there. It's wet because the paper is wet. I put water on it. And the paint is all aquarelle diluted in water. Then there's a lot of water in this work. And this water, it's to make things not so stuck in the beginning. It's to give the opportunity to change, because I don't know what's going to happen. Then the water, it's a medium that dilutes everything. And then usually we have, if I have a change thing, I want to come from something stuck, I must to dilute it and then start it again. Imagine in the kitchen is the same thing. Everything is in order. I make a chaos, and then I make the cake, and then I fix the whole kitchen again. It's always the same process everywhere. And here we start in the beginning just putting some surfaces on the paper. We don't have to think first, I'm going to paint like this, and have the painting on my head, and then put it on the paper. I just put all the things there, very free, with no idea what's going to happen. It's to work with the freedom, because the freedom is something that makes us find a new way in our lives. This is what logotherapy talks about. One of the first things of logotherapy that Viktor Frankl says, it's the freedom. It's not freedom from, but freedom to. Then here I don't have to think anything. Before, it's just do. A lot of people said, I cannot do art therapy because I don't know how to paint. And this has nothing to do with knowing and not knowing how to paint. It's of think of doing. I have to do something. This is what, after, wake up inside of us. Then you can see there now, there's a chaos. Just colored surfaces with nothing. There are no forms, no shapes, nothing is fixed. Second step is making it stronger. Then I will put something more. It's the second step. Also here, when we decide something in life, we must go and make it stronger. I have a direction, and then I have to go through. I have to find first, I have a goal that is to make something. I don't know what's going to do, what is coming from it. It's like we just hear the guy saying, feel here now. We have a mission. Who here know what the mission is? Really clear in our lives. We are just doing our lives and trying and trying and trying to find which is the way. It's not ready. We are making all the time the same, one step more and one step more, and make it clear. More time I'm doing my mission, more clear is it. I know my mission is LogoArt now, because I have been working for 15 years in the same direction. Then it's everything more clear, but it's not stuck already. It's still open. And this is also the idea here. When we use this technique, it's people must do something. This is the will part of our life. Because if we think in addiction, how is the will part of the people that I'm treating? Isn't it very weak? I have to strengthen it. I have to wake it. I have to work with that these people find the inner forces. I cannot cure anybody. Everybody cure itself. But how can I improve this inner force inside? This is the big question. Because techniques, we can have so many different. But the people must wake up inside here. Like he was saying about the cigarette. I must have something inside that wake me. And this is something that I can use to help people to find these inner forces inside. I strengthen them. If we think about love, isn't the first thing that people need in life, it's love. But love is not something that I can have love. I just can give love. There's no way to have love. I just can do something. It's inner force. Love is from me to the others. I can love you, but I can wait from here that you love me, or if you don't love me, I will be depressed. No, I said, this was the wrong audience. But we are always expecting that the other one love me. But love is something from me to outside. It's the will part inside of us. The self-transcendence. It's something from me to the other. I can cure myself if I think that my mother will be happier, my father will be happier, my children will be happier, the world will be better. I can have my ideals putting outside. This is the thing that we really work with the LogoArt. It's to strengthen these inner forces. Because we have an empty paper, and then I have to fulfill this. I have to use my will part. in the beginning, people come and they make one line there, and this is ready. I've done. This is my work. I say, okay, we have 1 hour. You have made it in 2 minutes. Maybe you can try another paper, or you can put something more on this paper. And then slowly, slowly, the people can understand that it's not just to do something in 1 minute, but to make something that really works inside. After a while, I paint 3 times 1 hour, and the people say, no, no, it's not ready already. Let's once more. This is something that grows from inside, that people really start enjoying doing something. I start to enjoy painting or doing clay or doing flowing forms or doing whatever. It's something that it's from inside. This is the whole idea here, that the people start doing something, and it's not just doing for doing. There's always an idea, a meaning. Why I want these people to do this kind of work? I have, because the patient comes with a question. And then I have to, with the material he brings to me in his painting, I have a hook for the next one. It's always connected, all the works. It's not just today we are painting something and tomorrow we are painting another thing. I must come from one work to the other one. It must have a line between the works. That this makes something that then when we put all the works together, we can see this line. That here, and then we can see when it happens, this thing that people can enjoy more. And when it was. It can be in the 4 session, 5 section, or 10 section. It depends on people. And it's not that we have something to achieve, but it's something that the people have to feel when they do something. It doesn't have to be the whole paper now that I've done something, but it can be 1 centimeter there that I was fighting with this limit here, and now the limit here, I made it. This, then I can go home very happy, and then something can change. And here, what's happening there, that is the surfaces that were without the whole chaos. Now they started to have some limits. I'm going to the limit. First, and putting 1 surfaces. A little bit back. We work with 3 colors. 2 reds, 2 yellows, and 2 blues. Just these colors. Because from these colors, I can make the whole scale. It's a very simple thing. And this work is based on the circle of colors. That it's not me that I decided this. This is not Goethe's work with colors or Albert's or anybody. This is in the nature. Everybody that, all the time that comes a rainbow, it has this organization there on the rainbow. It's something bigger than human people. It's a superior law, we can say. Something that we can find in the noetic place. That it's something superior to the human ideas. I always place the colors the way they are in the circle of the colors. Because this makes that each time when I look to that, when I'm going to take the paint from there, I give the right idea. The colors are in this position on the nature. It's not me that I'm saying, but it's something that always happens. Always when the rainbow comes, what are the ones who paint the rainbow? They paint the same way. And this is like a remedy. I'm giving the right information. The colors work like this. This goes to the my upper level that makes, if I think I'm not in my center, I have going out, I'm sick for some reason, or I am out of balance. This makes me go to balance again. It's a very simple thing, but it's very strong. I'm giving this right idea of the things. This is like it works on nature. And this whole work, I started with these surfaces, chaotic surfaces, with one color. And here we can see that the colors are in the, and they have the neighbors. Which one is near the other one? And then when the colors, I am yellow, but in my side I have the other yellow, and I have the other blue, one blue. And I have the possibility inside of me to talk with this yellow, and I have the possibility to talk with this blue. I have this ability inside of me, being that lemon yellow, if we talk about this. I am a little bit Prussia and a little bit gold inside of me. I have this capacity. It's like me. I'm Brazilian. I can speak a little bit English and a little bit Finnish. Not so clear, but trying to be understandable. I have this capacity inside of me. Then I have to, the colors, all the time, I put in all surfaces these two. If it was the other blue, it was one other blue and the red. And the red has a blue and the other red. And this was the work that was before. Just making, feeling, who am I? What capacity I have inside of me. And this, all the time, I'm just putting more colors, following these directions. And the second thing that, the other thing that happens there, it's when I have this first surface, what happened with him, with the neighbor? Ah, I am yellow, and you are yellow. Ah, we are connected. I can break the limits here. I can flew here. I am yellow, but you are the ultramarine blue, that it's far away from me. Then we have a border here. I don't want to talk with you because I don't speak the same language as you. Then I can leave the line, or I can break it. How can I break this line? I can find a translator. And I go there and see who is the translator between the yellow and the ultramar. Is the I don't know the name. Prussian, blue. Then I can ask him to come between us because he knows how to talk with that blue and he knows how to talk with me that I'm yellow. And then here we can flew. And then I can open and close the limits. Because the limits and the borders, they are the very, very strong thing that we have to deal in life. How can I say to my son, don't eat chocolate or don't see TV now? It must be very strict, the rule. Then these limits, all the time, we are fighting with them in life. And here, it's not me that I'm putting the limits, like a therapist, but it's the circle of the colors. It's this bigger law. It's not me that I'm saying that drugs are wrong. It's the effects that you are showing, that you are not going well in the school, that you are not function anymore in the society, that you are doing wrong things, that you are stealing to get money, that you are doing. It's not the mother or the father that I'm doing, or the therapist that I'm saying this is wrong, but because it's wrong, because it's not working anymore like it should be. Then this is a very, very strong exercise that we can do with people that then really find something that it's bigger than we all here, all our philosophies or ideals, because it's one step further. It's the circle of the colors that are saying that you can talk with this and or no. And then this makes the work very strong. And people has this, the motion becomes very strong, yes? Yeah, it's like this work. I'm starting and I'm saying, now we are painting the neighbor colors exercise. And that goes like this. First step, you make like this. And you make steps. Second step. Very, people don't know what's going to happen in the end. But like here, all the time, we are going more and more in the form. Because it was chaos, and now I want to find the form. All the time, I'm looking for. And then when I start to see, aha, look, now it can be flowers. Then I can start putting something new and something different. Because we are dealing also with the freedom. The people can put something new, but he can put something new when he knows where to put. It's not in the beginning to put a red line on the middle of the work. What's doing this thing there? It's helping the work or it's breaking the work? And this, like now, what is missing there? It's missing some earth. Then I have to, where are the flowers? I must make it stronger, the earth. And then this technique, like you could see, all the time, I can take out also the colors. It's something that you are free all the time with the work. I can take out and I can put more. Look, now it's going out, this line, because I want it to be just the sky. Yeah. Yeah. It's a very guided thing. Because if I go to the academy to make exercise, don't the guy said, here you sit now and you make 10 times. Here you come and now you make 10 times like this. Whatever I like or not, it makes good for me. He knows what's good for me. And I'm just doing. No, we never analyze. We just talk about the colors. It's a very phenomenological thing. It's very objective. I can say like this, you see there, I had a patient that he was dealing with 2 women in his life. He was married and he was having another woman, and then he painted like this, that was 3 flowers. And then he said, look, this is me, this is this, and this is this. But when he says something, then I can say. But I cannot say, yeah, you see, here it's. I cannot be the one that really, I can see, but I cannot really, I can ask and, what can it be 3 in your life, or very, and then he can choose which one. I can take it one away if I don't want them there. Or I can put another one. If I want a baby and I cannot have a baby, I can put one other flower there. And this can help me to find a place for something new, or a different one, or whatever. It's a very, when we talk about, it's very objective thing. But when the people then answer me with something which is live, these are some clay works that we work also with clay, and always using these inner forces and outside forces. And these are just some examples. Now it's finished. Yeah. And always when we have two different colors, we have how they touch each other. I can touch with a border that I am blue and I am yellow. Nothing happens between us. We're just sitting. How many times you sit on the plane? There's a guy sitting here. We're just on the same plane, very near. We sleep together. But I don't know his name, and he don't know my name, and we split apart. And that was one way of meeting. And the other one is something that happened something. What happened when then we meet? What happened with one color meet the other? If I mix two colors, what happened? Relationship, but how can I see that? If I'm talking about yellow and blue, it becomes green. The third is there. And it's very easy. If I say now we are putting these two colors, I give the blue and I give a yellow, and now you make as many shadows as you can. Shades. As you can. And then I can take the paper and really count. See, 1, 2. Where's the green? Nothing happens. What happens if you push a little bit this yellow on top of the blue? What if you push this blue on top of the yellow? It's the same thing when the blue goes on top of the yellow, or is the yellow goes on top of the blue. It's the same shadow, shade that comes, or it's different. How do you feel? What happens with the yellow when the blue comes and try to eat the whole color? Yeah. I remember in the school I asked it for my teacher and said, what if the client started to cry when we paint? And then my teacher said, then you take the painting away and then you must paint him to paint blue to calm. And then I said, oh my God, this is when we found where's the point? Now, just dig more. Here's the problem. The colors doesn't want to mix. Okay, try and try and try. More water, because the water, this technique is something that the water is working all the time. It's not easy to stop the water. The water is just bringing the color. If I am making like an exercise that I want a tree, all the time the tree is getting fat, and all the time I have to stay there, the trunk, and it's very, very, very strong, the water, because it's like, I think in a relationship, the therapy, it works like the water. I'm trying all the time to melt, to break the rigid ideas, to bring new things. And this is the idea of the water, that I'm not fighting with the water, but I'm using the water. This is something that usually people have never painted, or I painted when I was 5 in the school. Then, no problem. The technique is coming very slowly because we don't have to do nothing. It's just to play with the colors. And in the end, They are very surprised. Wow, I have done this. It's really beautiful. Can I put it on my wall? I wanted to make a frame and things like this. Because they have this feeling that now I've done something, the satisfaction of doing something, and beautiful. Because I really, in this exercise that I'm directing, I don't let them destroy the work. If we think alcoholic people, when they paint, they're really beautiful paintings. No, full of light and bright colors, but in one moment, they... If somebody has painted here, I'm seeing some faces doing like this. They always do that, and then we must take the pencil away. Stop now. Finish. Don't destroy. Because if we think the people, they're really nice people. They have such beautiful light inside. They want to save the world. They have this ideal world inside. And I said, let's save the world. Come with me. Nobody comes. Then they feel depressed. It's when they drink. Because they don't feel that, hey, let's go and save the world, really. That's the thing that they have this. This is my experience. Maybe somebody shared the same idea or different things. You can tell me. But the thing I've noticed are this. They really want good things. I want the best family. But when my children start to cry or doing something wrong, I really get crazy. I don't know how to control myself. Because this is not how it should be in my mind. And how reality and my idea fix together. Yeah? Can do something in another paper. I can put it as black as... I don't have to destroy this paper. I can destroy... somebody has some recycled paper here? I can focus in something different. Okay, I want to paint black. What could it be black? Yeah. Just about the black. Yeah. You haven't seen black in my circle. No. But if I mix all them, it becomes. But they are lazy. This is the good. Then, if you paint, throw the black away. Don't have to give them black. If they want, they can do. But it's a very big work to make black with all the colors all the time. More blue, more green. Yeah, then they don't use black. It can be a very brown, but black doesn't come very easy.
So you're saying that if they start into that, like that damaging part, to remove it and start new, don't try and put the water into this to move it around, to make it new within that, showing that you can still kind of keep it moving, keep it flowing, regenerate
Yeah,
something.
it depends on what stage we are in the process. In the beginning, that people have this automatic thing, then I really take it out. But each time we work more together, I can say that, okay, maybe blue is not the one that you should now put. Maybe you can put more strong in this form, make it appear or make it stronger, this limit here. Because like Viktor Frankl said, homeostasis, it's not a part of our life. I don't want to be all beautiful and nice. Oh, very boring. Huh? I have to have this, but he calls, yeah, this healthy tension. It cannot be the tension that I all my paper. But when I look to the painting, it has to have something really, wow, this is beautiful. And usually, the strongest part, where the fight is the beautiful part of the work. And this is something, if I think that I also work with the biography of people, that people have something there behind, that it's very strong, and they usually try to take it out. Forget it, oh, nothing there, nothing there. But instead, really, it happens. Look, but you change this, and you use it like it's strong. You make it like an impulse to change my life. Don't let this happen to my daughter and to my son. I don't want. I can be a better mother. I can be a better teacher. I can be something. All my students said that you were a very good teacher. I say yes, because I hated school. It was the worst thing in my life was school. I hated those stupid teachers, the way they teach. All the time, it was a German school, really. Guten Morgen. Really. You cannot do this, you cannot do this, you cannot do this. Then opposite. I work with freedom. I want people to be freedom. I usually work with a very, very big pencil and big paper. Because then you have really to move yourself to go to the paper and just don't be like a tick, 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 very small things happening on the paper. Because these small things, it's just here. They really don't go in the feeling part of us. If I move myself with the painting, this really, I am there with the blue and with the yellow and with the red. And it really happens, the work inside. And this is the whole idea that the body come with me. Not just, okay, now I'm making a stamp painting like this, 3 by 3. I just give smaller paper if the people is really sick, it has really coming out from the hospital last week, but we're not in a hurry. We can paint next time, and the next time, and the next time. I have to use a paper that really comports this technique. That really I can wet it again and paint again and wet it again and paint again and wet it again and paint again. Because life is like this. Life is every day. Every day. Tomorrow morning I will wake in the same body. I cannot change my body. I must really, and this repetition, it's something that people are not used anymore. Because everything is so quickly. Time is money. New one, change TV. My children's change TV that I cannot go with them. It's just, I take the whole day to change the whole scale. Interesting program, this one. Interesting program, this one. Because I stay and look what is going on. Nice film, I stay here. No, but I was changing. And then they don't look. They just, this is, then people are used because time is money. Something, what's coming next?
I guess it'd be really good to say that your technique is about looking at the layers of your life. And you could stay in the same painting for the longest time, just add more water, go in another layer. So that actually the painting becomes like wider, like it's foot thick sometimes. Does that make sense? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but this is the idea. When is the painting ready?
Exactly.
It's never. But I can say this process now, I am 10 times on this same paper. Okay, we can start a new paper, but we continue in a different.
Do you decide when to stop, like in terms of energy, client's energy? How long do you paint before you notice? Like, say somebody, if you have somebody who's ill or someone who's dying, they can only use so much energy before it becomes.
Usually people are free. I'm not there. Paint more, paint more. It's like I'm saying, in the beginning, people paint 1 minute, 2 minutes, and another painting more 5 minutes, and then okay, let's go home because it's ready. You have done it.
How long is the average painting time for the client?
1 hour. 1 hour of painting, and then 15 minutes of flowing forms, or it depends. There's no recipe.
Yes.
It depends. One day, one woman, she stayed 1 hour and a half doing this flowing form, and I was there. Do I tell her to stop, or what should I do? She was so deep inside there. And then she was putting one more layer and one more layer. But she was really calming down and so deep inside. That's the idea. It's to go inside. It's a kind of meditation. What's meditation means, the word? Medi-station. Be in the middle. Be in the middle in whatever. Now I'm in the middle here. Forgot all the word. Doesn't happen. I don't know what's outside this door. This is the idea. I went yesterday to hear the play therapy guy. He was saying that you must have the time for your child half hour once a week. No matter happens outside. Just if somebody knocks and say fire, then you can go out. This is the idea, to really be. This is the whole idea. I want to be with a painting. I have to be inside a form. I have to be whatever. Who likes to wash dishes? Nobody. But we can use this time to think, next week I'm giving a lecture. What can I do? I can use this time to do something. I am in a trip. I can use my trip to think about what I'm going to speak or what I'm going to do and how I can resolve something, or how I'm building a new house or whatever. We can use this time. This is the philosophy here, that we are free. And we must wake up these inside forces. And we can use this. What time? I'll speak more, and then we go to the will part for you also. Because we usually have these 3 different levels of us. One is the one that do, one is the one that thinks, and the other one is that feels. And I cannot just do something. I must do the 3 together. I must think what I'm doing, I must feel what I'm doing, and I must do. This is the nice idea here with the LogoArt, that you really have to do something. How many clients do you know that say, yeah, next week I will start? Whatever. Then the week went. Yeah, have you called? Have you started? No. No, but next week I will call. And here's no. I know how to do green. Yeah? Show me. Here in the paper, now. I know how to make this surface. We can work with clay. We can work with whatever. If I think something more strong, I can use stone. Who ever worked with stone here? Really, I have to. How many times I have to hit the stone to start showing something. It's really something. The material is hard, and I have to work hard with it. If I think addiction, stone is a real good material, because I have to work and work and work and work, nothing happens. I can start with a softer stone that, and more and more and more and more.
I'm just wondering, trying to keep clients engaged in it, like you're saying, the time is money. For most of the clients, time is pain, right? And they've got this desperation.
I think that really, like if the patient had paint, 1 minute. I cannot just say, oh, you just paint 1 minute, huh? What did you do? Huh? I say, wow, nice. How many years haven't you painted? Look what have you done. Next time, maybe, we can make it more. Huh? It's always focusing in the positive. But the positive doesn't mean that this is ready. You've done this, but you have 1 step more. Yeah, 1 step more. It's like the guy in the academy. It's not the 10 times every day. Tomorrow I must make 11. The other day, 12. It's always 1 more, and this 1 more, it's going to make the difference. It's always this. I have one woman, she said, you're never satisfied. You always want more. Because, okay, now it has a nice painting. Okay, what shall we do? Where is the light coming? Now we are looking to the light. We haven't think about the light before. Now I have the light. How many lights? Is the light backwards, from there, from here? I have the light. Now I put the light here. If I have the light here, where's the shadow? Now I have to work with all the work with the shadow. Now I have the light and the shadow. And now I can see, how is it? It's more heavy up or down. What is the best? I have to put the heaviest thing down and the lighter up. And it's all the time, 1 more step. And if I understand, but sometimes people, they don't want to work anymore on the same. And we can change, but for me, it doesn't, if it's the same paper or a new one, we continue working in the same thing. If we have a problem with limits, it's the limit in the next. And usually, they like to work in the same paper because they don't have to think, what now, empty paper in front of me. Because this is always oh, I don't know how to paint. Okay, just put some, Then, because it's not what is there. It's always the way we do. This is it's not the result, isn't it? It's not the place where I arrive that counts, is the way in life. Somebody talk about this, I don't know. Yeah? If we think where we run, which is our end, isn't that a coffee? Who wants to run first? I want to enjoy here some more. Then it's this, to live here and now and enjoy being here. And this is something that we must really practice and work and try to find inside myself. If I'm depressed and say, oh my God, oh, next client coming. Oh, please, can you paint this? They will run away. It must be like a restaurant, very beautiful, and here you have your pencil. It's like a restaurant table. You have the paint here, like now a flower here, and I can serve you a tea, or it must be something really pleasure to be and doing something. Because this is what they will take home. And when we paint, it's not just the time of the painting here, but if we paint, we take this inside. When we sleep, we dream with something that wakes it up from there. And if I think I paint abstracts, working, it's much more living in this dreaming part of inside. Who have heard about the right side and the left side of the brain? Isn't our work to put everything in the right side, the side that is creative, the side that doesn't have names for the things, but it knows what it is? How can I make this step? The watch is a very good thing. If people are looking each minute in the watch when they're painting, you can count that this session doesn't count. It doesn't came inside the painting. And then I said, are you hurried? Do you need to go somewhere? Then I will call you when it's time to leave. Don't worry. You'll be there in the next picking children, going to the doctor, whatever you have to do after this, I will take care. I am the therapist. I have the watch. Then I take care of the watch, and then they can relax. Don't worry. Just enjoy. Just be there. And then they can go inside. And when they go inside, it's really something that you can feel. And me, like a therapist, I must hear how they breathe. If they're breathing, you think they are relaxed when they're painting? Or you can hear the pencil. Then I can change. You can paint not so heavy with the pencil. You can paint it not so quickly. You can breathe. Remember to breathe. I have a guy, he was painting. He was very nice painting there. And then I noticed his hand was like this, very closed. And then I said, please, can you open your hand? And then when he opened, I could see all the nail prints here inside. And then I said, you must relax. You doesn't have to go home and say, I've been in an art therapy session today. I'm very relaxed. The painting, it was really something that I have to notice. The whole people, it's not just the painting, but it's the whole system. It's a bigger thing.
Marianne, I must say that it's not the pencil in English, it's a brush.
Okay, the brush.
Talking about brushes, paint
I think they understand. They're gutting from upper level. Yeah. Yeah.
You're talking about making the enjoyment, the experience, the meditative. Do you find that adding meditative music distracts?
My experience, it distracts. Because then you focus on the music and you forgot what you're doing. If it's music therapy, okay, we use music therapy. And it's just, I don't need anything more. Because the big problem is that people are so split. I have to think about what food tomorrow, who pick the children, who pay the bills, who go this and that and that and that and that. If I have this again in the therapeutic session, I have to hear the music and paint. It's a kind of focusing. We just need to go inside instead of going outside. I must first go inside to center myself, and then I can make another step. I am here. I manage in my life. Okay, now this is my school, children's school. This is the supermarket. And then I live in this, I like to call for my clients, it's a rally life. The rally, you have one point to reach. And you don't have to be too fast or not too slow. You have the right time to be there. And then I have the right time. I have 1 minute to talk, and then we are doing the next step of this class, because I want you to really do something. And then this is the rally life. This is what I'm doing now, and this is the next. I don't have to worry about tomorrow food. I'm not there now. Live in the moment. This is the focusing, being here. And then it makes the people more strong. Because how can I deal with the world? The world is chaotic. Each time I just open the TV in the morning, what's happening? Ah, la, 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 la. What can I do now for the people that it's there in Lebanon? Nothing. Then I can disturb my life. I can think of them. I can send my energy that they have. They find peace, this kind of things. I can focus there, but now it's there. They must deal there. I cannot do nothing here.
Can you address how much dialogue goes on between you and the client? I know it will vary.
This is something that really big scale. There are some patients that they don't speak anything, and then those patients that blah, 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 and then I can say now we are painting. Try to focus in the painting. After you can talk. Or for those one that doesn't talk, I can ask, how do you feel? I can try to make them speak a little bit. And it's always, what part of this painting you prefer? Where you want to be? Which color? What is the, now if we make a zoom on this painting, which part you take from the painting? I want to take a picture. I take a picture for the whole thing, or I focus, or I close on you, or close on...
It sounds like one thing that may differentiate what you do in the way of art therapy from some other art therapists is you do give suggestions as to what they might paint or how they might paint. Is there a name for art therapy that doesn't involve making any suggestions but only observations?
Yeah.
What's do you know the terminology differentiating one from the other?
It's Gestalt therapy.
One thing is that people, usually art therapy, usually people come and paint. And then I give to you. This is my painting. And then we can look and say, look, here you have put the picture here, and then here you can read on the painting. And then we talk about the painting. And here, I really don't have to talk about the painting. But I can say, maybe if you put one of this picture here, small one, doesn't it balance? Or you put more this here. It's something that we together construct the painting. Yeah, because this is the idea. It's that people change the painting or the clay or whatever. Because the big problem is, like I'm saying, the will part. People are very happy. I've done. It's ready. It's a very big step. And now, can't you put a little here? Okay, now that you put this, maybe in this part. And
this is one of the characteristics of LogoArt as opposed to, say, Gestalt therapy or
Gestalt
therapy.
therapy is something else. It's exactly this therapy that you know.
expressionist. You just put from you.
Here's your father and here's your this, and this is not Marianne's art therapy.
No, the idea here is people paint and we work on the painting. The therapy happens when they change the painting or the clay or whatever.
And you work with them to change that painting.
Yeah.
You should give suggestions, whereas other kinds of art therapy the therapist doesn't make any suggestions.
Yeah. Yeah, she's asking about these therapies that doesn't talk anything and people just paint. This art therapy.
Or you might talk, but you wouldn't.
You don't change the painting.
The therapist doesn't change the painting. The therapist doesn't make any suggestions.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. If I go to the doctor, I have to lose how many pounds? I don't know in English how you use here. Are you kilos or? I have to lose 20 kilos. And he asked me, what do you eat for breakfast? Yeah, today I have a cookie and chocolate with 3 spoons of sugar. And for lunch, I eat a big pasta with a lot of cheese. What the doctor will say to me? Okay, continue. Or he's going to say, cut the cookies, cut the sugar, cut the bread.
I mean, the therapist might say that in other forms of art therapy, but they don't. They'll say that they won't tell the client to do something different with the art. They'll just ask. Yeah.
But imagine if I go to the doctor and I started to discussion my cookie recipe. It doesn't change. I want to change people's life because I don't want to change. I want them to wake up that they want to change.
I guess what my question was more about was whether or not there are different kinds of art therapy that are called different things. Like if this is a characteristic of logo art therapy.
This is characteristic of LogoArt, that you are allowed to, because I will never touch your work before asking you, can I show you here something? And sometimes I can show and I can take it out. You like it, what I've done. Here's the pencil, and you saw how I've done.
Because my knowledge of art therapy is so limited, I guess I'm just trying to differentiate if there's different kinds of art therapy.
Yeah.
And what are they called? Like this is what art.
Yeah, I don't know what they called.
Directive and non-directive verbal therapy. This is a relatively directive when someone
Is that when I look to this empty paper in front of me, and I put something here, what I'm putting here? I cannot put you on my painting. I can just put myself. And the big thing here is that verbal thing. We learn very quickly how, if I talk like this, they will think that I am from England. And then I can change myself and show that at 5 o'clock today we have a tea or something, that I can show things different. In the painting, who knows the language that I'm showing here? It's the same idea of Jungian therapy. I tell my dreams to the guy, and he knows things that I didn't know. Just from my dream. How can it be? He found something there that it was not in the idea of the dream. He goes beyond my dream. I am there on the beach, finding my house, and he connected with this, with something. And this is the idea. When I have some paintings, we really put ourselves here. But this is just the first lecture. And usually people stop this here, that I show you, this is my picture. Who went to the photograph therapy yesterday? Isn't this? I show you my picture. that I take like this, or I paint. It's the same thing here. I just show you, I am like this. Now, today, that I have studied and learned, I can show you something different. I can speak like we speak in India, because I have been in India for many years. I can show something different. And because this is the language that people doesn't know. When you go to the supermarket to buy something, what is the marketing doing there? Why I bought this yogurt and not this other one? Because the bottle of this one appeals to me. This is diet. It's very thin. And this is diet. Which one I pick? The thinner one, because my brain goes there. This is something that is behind, that usually people doesn't know. And they just put them. And this is whatever. If you learn body therapy, how do you feel if I give a lecture? It's another language that we use. Yeah. If I paint today one very beautiful vase of flowers, very symmetrical, and I go to the Metropolitan Museum or somewhere, do they accept this like art? Yeah? Today? Or they say it's a... And now I take a picture of the moon, and I put with neon color, and I mixed with earth, and then I put some garbage on top. And then I go there, which one they choose in the art museum? The garbage or the flowers? Yeah, why? Because the flower has speaked like art when Leonardo da Vinci was alive. That was his time of these paintings, very perfect. The guy who needs to be an artist in old times, he really needs to know how to paint the flower, look a flower. Today, no. We don't have this. Art has a different idea. The art idea is, hello, have you seen the garbage you are putting around the world? Wake up. This is the idea of art. Then I put the garbage, and everybody that goes there and see, oh my God, garbage everywhere. They wake up a feeling inside. This is the idea of art. Art therapy is the opposite, is to bring the people in the middle. I want the painting to be in the middle. It fits. It's a color of the, if it's red here, the flower, it has to be red here. It cannot be blue. It's a copy. It's a copy. It's really centered. And this is the idea. All the time putting this centered and finding the line that are. If I have the light here, the shadow go there. These real principles, that it's not my principles, that is this noetic, where all the beauty, all these laws that in Da Vinci Code they had there, those, what is the golden section, and yeah. We are taking a break now, changing to the doing part.
So this would be a good time to use what?
Yeah. Yeah. Then 1 minute, and we continue.